Hey guys, what's up? So we are back for another unboxing. This time we will be unboxing Sypha from Castlevania, the Netflix original. So let's start with the accessories. So first we have her belt, which goes partially under her cloak. Is that kind of what she wears? Either way, this goes underneath that top part. And this part is Velcro. And the Velcro piece is pretty big, so you have some extra wiggle room to either tighten it or loosen it, depending on what you need for it to fit you correctly. Then we have this, which this is basically a brooch. It has a little pin on the back, and it goes on the front of her, right around this area is where it goes, or maybe I have it on the wrong side. But it basically hooks onto the costume. And it is made of some sort of metal. You can hear that. It's not plastic, and it is very shiny. Next, we have her armbands. They're just plain black, but they are stretchy. They do have some stretch to them, and they're very soft. But it does stretch, so I think it will be able to stay up for the most part on its own, and you most likely won't need to depend on fashion tape, but we'll see. And of course, you get two of them. Next are the pants. They are made of the exact same fabric as the armbands, so they're very soft and they have some stretch to them. Also, the waistband is elastic as well. The legs do taper down, so I have a feeling they will act similarly to leggings and be more on the form-fitting side. And then what goes on top of those pants is the skirt, which again, same exact material as the pants and the armband. So very soft, very stretchy, and has an elastic waist. So this goes on top. It has a slit part way up, so you'll still be able to see the other pants peeking out underneath and be able to show some leg. But this feels like a very breathable fabric. It's very cool to the touch, so I think it'll be not suffocating to wear it, which big plus, especially during summer conventions. Next up is the undershirt. Now this one has that tag, and if you've watched any of my other unboxings, MICCOSTUMES has this tag that says no damage, otherwise no exchange or refund, which means try the costume on before you take this off, because I'm pretty sure once you take this off, it does not matter, you cannot return it. So make sure this stays on before you try it on. At least that's my interpretation of this. Which, I guess, I don't know, did I say this costume is from MICCOSTUMES? Not sponsored, by the way. But anyway, this is the undershirt. Again, it is made of the exact same fabric as the pants, the skirt, the armbands, except a different shade. It's this blue color. Has some stretch to it. We have the little, like, turtleneck part. This goes down into a little triangle like this, so it peeks out from underneath the main cloak on top. But similarly, this looks like this will be more form-fitting and mold to your body and all that fun stuff. Now this is the last piece of the costume. This is the main cloak piece that goes on top, which again, same fabric as everything else. You have a wider neck though, so you'll actually be able to see the turtleneck of the undershirt underneath. I assume this part is so it bunches up in front, and then if I pull it up, because it's so long it doesn't fit all the way in the camera, it does end in a triangle showing the white portions, so that brooch that I showed earlier would go somewhere like here-ish. This part is the only part that's confusing me, because I assume it's to show where it's gathered in the front in the show, but at the same time this is just odd, because like what is happening there? So we'll see how that looks on, because obviously this one doesn't have any armholes because it's not a shirt. This just goes over everything else. And the tag is here, so that means this bunched up part is the front. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But no worries, I will be trying it on so we can figure that out in just a moment. First impressions, I like the fabric that it's made out of because it is more breathable, it's thin but still stretchy. It will be nice to wear. Like if I wore it to a summer convention, yes, because of the layers I'll still be hot, but I wouldn't be dying. And at the same time, because of the layers, I could still wear it to a winter convention. So I do like the versatility of that, and I think it'll be a very comfy costume, because that's another part of, yeah, the costume looks really cool, but it's sure not comfy. I think this one will also be comfy. The only thing is I don't think there were any pockets in it, which it doesn't have to have pockets, but it is a huge perk, because dealing with my phone without having any pockets within the costume or somewhere to easily put it is a pain, but not the end of the world. So let's try it on and see what it looks like. Here we go. I put it all on. It didn't take that long to put on. There's just a few extra layers, but otherwise it was easy to put on by myself. All the fabric is very stretchy. I like it. One thing I do like how technically I feel fully clothed, but at the same time I don't have any sleeves, and I do love that fact. So let's start with the armbands. Now, like I said, I thought that we wouldn't need any fashion tape, and I was correct about that. This is very form-fitting. It feels very secure, so I know I won't have to worry about it riding down, or if it does ride down, it's going to be very minimal. It's definitely not going to fall off or like be halfway down here. It's here to stay, and I really like that for both arms. The pants as well, like I said, I thought they would fit like leggings. Again, I was correct about that. They do fit similarly to leggings. You can't really see them underneath all of the layers, but they are full length. They go all the way down to my ankles. There's even some extra room in there. If I was a little bit taller, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but at the same time, they aren't too long for me either. The skirt underneath is the perfect length for me. It goes all the way down to my ankles as it's supposed to. And then you have the shirt underneath. You can't really see too much of it, but here it is, and you can see the little turtleneck part there. That does have armholes but no sleeves, whereas this cloak part on top doesn't have any armholes, which just truly is just throw it on over your head. Now, I was confused about this part in the front, and I'm still a little bit confused about it now. I do understand that it is like crunched up around here in the actual show in the outfit that she wears, but just having the hole here just seems very weird. I had to fiddle with it until it got to a point where I was like, yeah, that looks fine, but it is a little odd. And same with this. I just quickly threw this on, but I think in order for it to stay, since the fabric is so thin, I need to go through multiple layers of fabric because I only went through this top part. So maybe if I went through the shirt below as well, or just bunched up more fabric from this top cloak, it would be more secure, because yes, it's not going to fall off, it's staying on, but it's kind of flopping there. It's not really staying in place how I wanted it to, but that's not something that I think is wrong with it. I think it's a very easy fix. Just put it through more layers of clothing. This is the costume. I really like that it can be worn in both summer and winter convention settings because I think it just has that versatility to be able to do so. There are no pockets like in the pants or anything. There aren't any in there, but again, not a deal breaker. I'm used to just having to figure out what to do with my phone, but I am very pleased with it. I love the feel of the fabric. I think it looks just like Sypha, and it's very comfortable to wear. So this is one of those costumes that it portrays the character well while also being extremely comfy. And most of the time you don't get accuracy and comfort. It's one or the other. This one has both. As for the business side of things, shipping, it arrived when it said it was going to. I don't exactly remember the time frame it gave me, but it arrived within that time frame. But I would say I am happy with this purchase. Also, for sizing reference, I ordered a size extra large, and I usually have to order an extra large because of my chest size, but otherwise my height is 5'6". I'm right around 150 pounds, give or take, and the only like not average dimension I have is my chest size. It's on the larger size, which is usually why I have to get the XL, and I personally think this fits me exactly how I want it to. So hopefully that helps you if you are considering buying it to know what size to get. Almost always for MICCOSTUMES I order an XL. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.